Boom, ba-da-dum, ta-da! Shh! Oh, sorry. Welcome to Nerds in the Dark. I'm Mikey.
Juan.
And we're doing our first talkie in a while. It's been,
first one for me.
Quite some time. Yeah, this is the first one for you, but we haven't done one with us actually in front of the camera in more than a year, I'd say. So we wanted to get in front of the camera. We're in a new location, as you can see here, and we want to really touch base and go over some new changes that we're going to be doing, new videos that we're going to be doing, and also make sure that we are following through and actually talking about nerdy stuff. So going with that, you have some nerdy stuff you want to talk about?
Yeah, we could talk about stuff that came out this week. One of the major things is the Netflix finally showed us the Daredevil trailer.
Yes, and I am excited by it. I saw the dark, the gritty, and I just want to see more of this man who's not confessing for the things I've done, but for the things I'm about to do.
Yes. So for people who may not know, Netflix signed a contract last year, the year before, with Marvel to release 4 new TV shows.
Yes. Going through the whole Defenders storyline. I am super excited about that. It's going to be a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's such a big deal.
It's more of a Marvel Knights storyline because it's all these street level characters, but they're putting them together as the Defenders, which is great.
Yeah, you got Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Jessica Jones
as the other ones. Yes. And then they announced that Jessica Jones will be premiering later this year. Next year will be Luke Cage, and then probably at the end of next year will be Iron Fist. They haven't cast for Iron Fist yet. And then once that's done, then they're going to have a 8 or 10 issue, not issue, 10 episodes.
A series of
mini-series
them together.
Yes.
By the way, while I've got my hands up here, there should be a video here linking to the Daredevil trailer at IGN. And kind of somewhere in this area. Also in the description down at the bottom.
It's like Vanna White showing off the boxes.
It's here, I think. No, here. Yeah, okay.
But yes, but the best thing about the trailer, once people see it, is he's not in the red suit.
Yes, I saw that, and he's kind of got this whole bandana, like this bandana over his head thing, where it kind of actually looks like Iron Fist, but dark colors. It's so interesting.
It's Batman.
That's the best word I can use to describe it. Is interesting.
Daredevil Year 1.
Yeah. It very much has that feel to it, and I can't wait to see more. April 10th, guys. Get a lot of it. Like I said,
all episodes.
Link in the description as well as somewhere here. You will have seen it flash already.
We may talk about. We definitely. I already am gonna request from my job that day out so I can watch them all.
Binge watch the whole thing, so that you can't enjoy it. Really, you're gonna enjoy it all at once. It's like kind of watching Orange Is the New Black, where you sit there and you're like, oh, I'm so excited for this. I haven't been able to watch any of it since the last time it was on.
Well, I did that with House of Cards, but this is more closer to what I did with Doctor Who, where I binge watched it.
I watched a lot of Doctor Who all at once myself, and I enjoy watching it that way. But I also crave it every week.
Well, now I've gone back and seriously sat down and watched every episode again. But taking time, listening to the jokes, listening to the dialogue, capturing the character moments. Speaking of Doctor Who, did you hear who's playing the bad guy in the Jessica Jones movie?
I did hear David Tennant's going to be
Purple Man.
He's going to be Purple Man. That is such a great storyline. If you guys don't know who Purple Man is, he is one of the darkest characters in all of the Marvel Universe. He's not ridiculously powerful, although he does have a really good power. It's the way he uses it that makes him exceptionally evil. He's kind of like what I'd say is the Joker, given the ability to exude his control over anyone.
Yeah, so he wasn't primarily used that way. Not until Bendis used them in Jessica Jones.
Yes, or going over the Alias
storyline, where he took capture of her, and then he abused her physically and mentally without her having any control over this.
Yes.
It was really good. Really good.
One of my favorite uses of a character in the modern Marvel age.
Bendis is one of those few creators that can see something in a decade-old character and bring out a new spin.
Yeah. I don't want to sit here and just talk about all of the praises that I can give Bendis, because there's so much that I give him credit for. It's just amazing.
But that's one of my favorite things about him.
And it's definitely true. He is one of those people who can do that. He can breathe new life into old characters in such an amazing way. Probably should post something that links you to Bendis' like Twitter or something.
You could do it. But speaking of, man, this is crazy segues. But he just announced he's leaving X-Men at the end of the new Marvel event.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. He's done a great run. He's been writing 2 X-Men books.
Okay.
Uncanny X-Men and All New X-Men.
Okay.
All New X-Men has the inclusion of the original 5 X-Men come back from the past to our presence.
Okay.
So Jean Grey, Cyclops,
and
Iceman.
kind of be like, what did you guys do?
Yeah. So
you ruined everything.
You're still a couple of you're behind on a lot of issues. So I won't go into details as to why they brought in, but it changed the dynamic of the series.
Oh, I'm
so great.
Sure it really made some crazy adjustments had to happen.
It did.
But I want to see that. I want to see that. That sounds really good.
Yeah. And his other book is Uncanny X-Men is Cyclops' team, because the team got split.
Okay.
So Cyclops has a team and Wolverine has a team, and they're
and that's because there's so it's Uncanny, and then the other one's like
Wolverine. All New X-Men,
right?
No. Wolverine and the X-Men is Wolverine being the headmaster of the Jean Grey School of gifted youngsters.
Okay, so Uncanny, so Uncanny and All New X-Men, and then the All New X-Men has the old original 5 X-Men. So that's kind of a way to get Cyclops into the All New X-Men.
Yeah, so there's young Cyclops in the All New X-Men, and then a regular Cyclops in Uncanny X-Men.
Okay.
But now,
interesting.
Crap has changed, and then it's just storylines. Hope we can go through them, because I'm catching up on a lot of.
We're gonna do some catching up on that.
But is there anything you want to talk about? Because there's more stuff we want to talk about.
There's a few things. One of the biggest things that I haven't had the opportunity to really come on here and talk about since the last time is that when we last made a video, or not me and you, but when
Nerds in the Dark made a video.
When we last had a talkie, we talked about Pokemon X and Y and how excited we were when that was announced.
We went to a midnight opening.
We did. We got those games.
Stood in line with the rest of our
since
nerds.
Since then there's been another Pokemon game come out, the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and I have Alpha Sapphire, and it is great. Both games have been great. I can't stop talking about how amazing it is to have 3D Pokemon, to be able to move in 8 directions, to be able to use Pokemon Bank. It was better than what they said. You have the ability to take all your Pokemon from old games, bring them into new games. You lose items, but whatever, it doesn't matter. TMs are like invincible now. You can get any item again. It's ridiculous. And I didn't want to be the guy to say this, but Eevee has that new evolution, Sylveon, the fairy evolution, and I like it.
I mean, Eevee was one of those rare characters. I mean, you could basically choose whatever power you want and then grow them. And you always want to have a group of Eevees and then just turn them into every...
You do. And it used to be a thing where everybody was like, well, I'm going to build a team of my Eevee Pokemon, because you had the original 3, then you got 2 more, then you got another 2, and now you have the last one. And it's weird because now you have more than you can have on a team. So now you go into options like, oh, do I have an all-offensive Eevee team? Do I have an Eevee team that has a wall because I have Vaporeon now? Can I do that? Can I use things in interesting ways? You have Leafeon, he's a physical Eevee, so you have great options there that just make it really fun to do. And I think Eevee has gotten a little more love than it deserves, but it definitely got love that it needs. So I like it.
Sounds like a Batman line.
It's not the Eevee you deserve, but it's the Eevee you need right now. That's so ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous.
So Pokemon games, they were great. I've been playing them. I am, running my competitive teams, so I'm really looking forward to, playing online. Like Cloister, always have the Cloister.
You and your Cloister.
Yeah, I love my Cloister. It's my thing. Give me my thing. Let me have it. It's mine, and I love it.
I don't know how you came into this, but it's like this. I need a Cloister that has this and this because it is going to be unstoppable.
And you know what? No, it's not unstoppable. It's not unstoppable. But Cloister, the way that I have it, is a gamble. But it's such a fun gamble to have. And it's fun to have non-invincible teams. I know how many people want to run with the legendaries, and they want to have teams that are like completely unbeatable. But when you do that, everybody has the same thing. No one runs a Cloister, but I like it because I like when I have a Cloister, and the gamble sometimes fails, and I'll have 2 other Pokemon behind it. But when I go in with a Cloister, run the gamble, and it succeeds, and just see people that are just mad, just like Mewtwo's dead, Rayquaza's dead, and they're fuming because they've got nothing left, and it's good times.
It is.
Now, on something that I wanted to talk about that is something I'm not happy about. Recent game came out in November, Assassin's Creed Unity.
Yes.
I'm disappointed.
But you were enjoying this.
I really like the game. And I'm upset that I'm disappointed because the game was good, but it was a little broken. And
a little.
No. So the thing is that like lots of people ran into problems. Lots of people posted videos of themselves running.
Yeah, it's the minority of the people who post the crappiest things. It's the same thing as
the thing reviews. Is that the game had problems. My problems were that I had a lot of frame rate issues. It's kind of weird to have like a really high end computer and run into frame rate issues on a game. It's upsetting to see how not optimized it is. But one of the biggest problems that I had with the game is like seeing all of this hate, and like in these videos, these guys their games are running like super fantastic frame rates, but they were having issues. I had horrible frame rates. I'm talking about like 25, 30 frames. But I never had a glitch. The game never failed on me. The game never was really broken. And then I updated my graphics card and finally got a fantastic frame rate and started having issues. Then the game started to be broken. And I thought that was the weirdest thing.
That was.
But I was already done with the game by that point.
At least story-wise.
Story-wise, I was done with the game. But there were a lot of problems with that game. Just fundamentally, like microtransactions all over the place. Which I thought was weird. Like everything like that you wanted to do in the game, there was an offer to pay for something.
Oh, I heard you had to sign up to the. I mean, first of all, I hate Uplay. I dislike Uplay. I've learned to deal with it with playing all the other Assassin's Creed games and everything else, but it's just so tedious to have to jump out of the game.
Yeah. I've had problems with Uplay in the past, but it's never been a deal breaker for me. Lots of people have their own thing. Origin has its own thing. Steam has its own thing. So, when you play games like that, you learn to live with those types of problems. Where I had a lot of problems with it was just the in-app purchases, the cosmetics that were available in the game were nice, but there wasn't anything special about it. It means that when you play the game and you want to like search for hidden armor, like that special class, like supposedly best thing in the game, and you realize it's just a cosmetic change, it's disappointing. It takes away the idea of accomplishment that you get from it, and it takes away the actual desire to get it. When you had Assassin's Creed 2 and you had Brotherhood, you had this armor that was the best armor in the game, and you had to go through and do extra puzzles to get it and find extra pieces, put them everything together, and finally you unlock this really amazing badass armor. And it was such a cool design because you say you put in all this hard work, but you now are invincible almost, and that's the payoff. That's what you get as a completionist, as a player. You have the desire, you have the goal that you set for yourself. You say, this is what I have as an assassin now, these are my abilities, and this is where I can get. And you want to get there. You want to be amazing. Yeah. Because that, previous assassins were amazing. But when it comes to now, they set you up with like, oh, this is this fantastic armor. You're going to love it. And you get it, and none of your stats change. This is really a cosmetic thing. Why the fuck did I spend time on this? And that's my problem with the game.
Yeah, I unfortunately fell behind on Assassin's Creed. I'm still trying to pass 3, and there's a computer behind. These last months have been taken over by Destiny.
Okay.
And so I'm now hitting my other PlayStation 4 games.
And how do you feel about Destiny?
I enjoy it. I mean, a lot of people have complaints every time there's something new, there's something to complain about. This is my first, it's not an MMO, but it's my first foray into an MMO
like online gaming RPG.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, and I love it. I go every night, do bounties, hang out with, join with my friends. We'll go do missions. We talk crap and joke around. It's pretty much...
That's pretty cool. I've never been a big MMO player, but I have, I enjoy playing, games socially. I enjoy going onto TeamSpeak and talking with people, even if they're not playing the same game as me, because, it's cool to be able to bullshit about what your new favorite games are. Yeah. And it's cool to talk with people about it. It's why we're doing this. So it's nice to hear that you're getting into that type of scene. A few MMOs that I've played over the past few years. I played ArcAge and I was into that for a little bit. Final Fantasy 14 definitely had me for a little while. And when games give you that ability to do multiplayer, for example, Assassin's Creed, as problematic as the game was, I actually enjoyed doing the multiplayer.
Multiplayer is fun.
Yeah.
On Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah. With Diablo 3, I love playing with people. It's a lot of fun to be able to enjoy a game socially, even if it's just online. Now, you had a few other things you were going to go over?
Well, talking about RPGs, I know you're never experienced this, because I just recently experienced it. They just released the P5 trailer and gameplay. P5 is Persona 5.
Okay.
One of the biggest franchise in Japan.
Okay.
Here we got Persona 4 Golden recently on Vita, and it sold millions on the Vita, which is a system that doesn't sell.
Did you pick it up?
No. So I didn't pick it up because you have to dedicate 100+ hours to fully be immersed in that game.
Yes.
And we were talking about this earlier, that I don't know if we can dedicate that much time for an RPG game. Or any game in general.
And that's something that I've expressed a lot, is that a lot of RPGs require a lot of time. That's why a lot of times on our channel, you won't necessarily see RPGs. We have a video that we're doing, we're working on Skyrim, and that's a big time investment. And while the videos that you're going to see from that are going to be hilarious in some parts, it's something that is not necessarily constructive for our time constraints.
Yeah.
We like to do a lot of platformers because we die quickly, frankly,
and often.
And it's one of those things where you're gonna get a much better time and a much more varied experience with us doing a bunch of shorter videos as opposed to working on really, really long RPGs. Yeah. Although we're not averse to doing them, we are just we have a preference.
Very selective. We're
very selective with the games that we're doing.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot of throwback ones, but maybe if we have the inclination, we get some free time, we might explore some classic JRPGs, you know, some maybe older, some FF games, or you know, I don't know.
Well, I mean, whenever when Final Fantasy 15 comes out, I certainly would want us to do videos. That game looks beautiful.
A game like that I'm going to be playing already. Yeah, sure, I might explore that.
Yeah.
Now we'll also be looking at some ideas like, you know, Secret of Mana, maybe,
which I've never played.
And we are working on some Zelda videos. Although,
yeah.
Zelda videos for us are going to be an interesting take. Yeah. Juanito's never played any
Zelda games. I just grew up as a Nintendo fanboy, but Zelda was just one of the games we never delved in because it was always me and my brother playing and my cousins, and so multiplayer games or two-player games was the norm for us.
Right.
Those are the games that we played for hours and hours and hours. And unfortunately, Zelda is a one-player game. We didn't actually get into doing RPGs, especially JRPGs, until the PlayStation era.
Okay.
Because by then each one of us had our own consoles.
I get that.
And we could spend the time playing, and then be like, oh, how far did you get? Or like, oh, I did this. I unlocked this. Did you get this? And like, yeah, we would do that, but it wouldn't.
It's
not a team player game. I'm not sitting there watching you play for hours and hours.
It's interesting that you say that because as a kid, I just sealed myself into dark corners and played games. So that's how I experienced my RPGs back in the day. So I've played every Zelda game that's come out. So I enjoy it. So I'm actually looking forward to spending a lot of time on some of the Zelda games, and those are definitely time investments. So I don't know if we're going to do long stints or we're going to do short videos, but we're exploring the options for there. I'm thinking we're going to do Majora's Mask, but we are probably going to do Ocarina of Time. Link to the Past is in there, and we may or may not do Wind Waker.
Okay.
So those are going to be some interesting choices there. We'll have fun with it.
No, I definitely wouldn't. I'm excited for that. I know we're going to get once we get to the more modern games, I'll have a better grasp at it than the beginning games.
We did some Link to the Past videos, and he's like, "Okay, so I gotta hit the guy. Yeah, hit the guy.
Hit the guy.
Okay, I gotta hit him. Yeah, okay, yeah, yes. Please
hit
him.
Is this little thing sticking out of me? Is my sword? He's like, yeah, that's your sword. I'm like, okay, I don't know what this is. I don't know how to hit him. Do I just run up to him and poke him?
Yeah, just repeatedly poke him. No, you're getting too close. He's hitting you. You're getting too close.
Let's spoil the rest.
That's how the videos were going.
And do the little thingy where you post the video.
So yes, once we're gonna post a link. I changed it there.
Okay, there.
Okay, yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're working on videos. We're working on getting things done. We will get them out. By the time you see this video, we will have posted one of the Zelda videos, and we will have posted a Skyrim video.
And then a retro, whatever day we decide to make the retro day.
Yeah. So we're gonna be working on that. We're looking at new formats for the channel and new days to be posting. It's not going to be an everyday format because we don't have the ability to keep up with that.
We have day jobs.
We wish we didn't have day jobs.
We didn't have day jobs.
But then we wouldn't be able to pay for the equipment. We wouldn't be able to pay for the room. We wouldn't be able to pay to get anything.
Internet, yes.
Yeah. So we're going to get it done. But that's where we're at right now. Anything else?
That's it for now.
All right. Next time on Nerds in the Dark.
Thanks for watching.
Bye. Hey, this is the end slate. This is the part where I'm supposed to ask you to subscribe. But instead, I'm just going to let you watch some videos because I'm not the boss of you. See if you like us. See what happens. Who knows? I'm going to the next spot. I'm going whether you like it or not. I'm traveling.
I'm not done looting. I'm not done.
You're done. You're done. You're done.
Whatever. Kick all these motherfuckers' asses. Can I ride on this shit?
I want Yoshi. Aw.
Oh, fuck.
Motherfucker took my Yoshi.